Hey everybody, welcome to class in the COVID era, right? So for you guys, most of you are upperclassmen, juniors, seniors. This is a 4,000 level course, and to be honest, you're probably sitting here thinking, who the heck is this dude? Like, why is he teaching this class? Never had him before. I don't know who he is. When I signed up for the class, I had no idea who this guy was. And yeah, now we're here, right? So it's kind of the dead honest truth. So my name's Dr. Hyde. I'm a recent faculty hire here at University of North Georgia. My first official day with University of North Georgia was technically August 1st, but I gotta tell you guys, I literally just moved down to Georgia. I guess I just technically moved back to Georgia because I grew up in Georgia. I moved back to Georgia from Columbus, Ohio on Saturday. So I am literally right now living off of coffee and Bang energy drinks, and trying to survive, right? So it's today, and really this video lecture is exclusively about getting to know me because you've all been here, right? I want you guys to know who I am as we kind of move through this weird hybrid situation. Since we can't sit down in class and shake hands, I wanted to take the time for you to actually see a little bit about myself. And also, we'll kind of dive in a little bit on what the syllabus looks like, what the course outline looks like, what are some expectations of you guys as the students, as well as of me as the professor. And then I kind of want to leave you with a little bit of a nugget about how I view kinesiology, or the field of exercise physiology, that I think will help you guys big time. At least the second that I saw it when I was going through my formal training as an undergrad or a graduate student, it helped me. So I want to share that with you guys. Awesome. So I kind of jumped around a little bit from my undergraduate. I ended up finishing my undergraduate from Kennesaw State University. I ran into some medical, I guess you could say, issues when I was starting undergrad. I was playing soccer, got 2 concussions within a week, didn't get medically cleared to play again. So I actually ended up having to transfer into Kennesaw State University, which ended up being a fantastic thing for me. I ended up not deciding that I wanted to go on for a graduate career in exercise physiology until the second semester of my senior year of undergrad. And that's when I decided, hey, I really love this stuff. This is a big passion of mine. How can I take it further? How can I move on to the next step? What's the next step look like? And that's when I really decided I was going on for a PhD and a master's in exercise physiology. So flash forward, I started my graduate career at Georgia Southern University, so the home of Cole Swindell and Luke Bryan. Fantastic time. I had a couple of great years while I was there, and really met some fantastic people, and had a couple of really good friends that have stuck with me until this day. I ended up doing my PhD at the Ohio State University. You can't forget the. Go Bucks. And really, I had the chance to specialize in low-carb ketogenic diets, warfighter tactical athlete population, and human optimization, as well as clinical exercise physiology. And I had the chance to work with individuals with diabetes, with advanced stage breast cancer, other forms of advanced stage cancer, and really just kind of hone not only my bedside manner, but my research prowess, and really kind of finalize and create my own niche for myself. In terms of what my professional life has looked like, I've been lucky enough. I was actually a scientific contributor or an author for bodybuilding.com for several years. If you've ever been on their website and read any of their top 10 best exercises for blah, top 10 best exercises for chest development, for back development, for glutes, for calves, for quads, for whatever, it's probably something that I ended up writing during my tenure with bodybuilding.com. It was a fantastic opportunity. It really helped me learn how to take really advanced science and bring it somewhat down a level and make myself into a seemingly just smart meathead, someone that could bro with the best of them, but still still make sure that the science was being done and being done correctly, and the interpretation of the science was being done adequately and safely. I've had the chance to be interviewed and featured in U.S. News and World Report for some of my research, which was a cool opportunity. I was an adjunct at a small university called Ohio Dominican University. They were D2 as well, but they were significantly smaller than University of North Georgia, like dramatically smaller than University of North Georgia. And then I also was a sports performance coach at Rapid Sports Performance, where I specialized in working with collegiate and professional baseball players, both in strength and conditioning as well as in movement screening and movement patterning, trying to optimize their playing ability and optimize their competitive edge. In terms of my personal life, I'm married, been married for over 4 years now. I've got 2 little fur babies at home. This is my cat, Berkeley. If you guys ever have a chance to meet her, she's the fattest cat you will ever meet in your entire life. She's probably the size of my dog. When we adopted my dog, she had no teeth, and we still couldn't tell you what type of mutt she is. She's a Heinz 57 is what I've been told, which means she's just everything. What I like to do for fun outside of science is I'm absolutely addicted to bow hunting. I'm a huge bow hunter. Love everything about it. Moving from Ohio, where it's literally it's world class whitetail populations. People take 200 plus bucks every single year in most of the counties. It's just awesome, right? With that said, I'm excited to get back to Georgia and be back in the woods here in a couple of weeks when deer season opener starts. I also have really gotten into combative athletics, if you will. Big fan of Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I love sparring. I love rolling. Realistically, there's nothing quite like the adrenaline dump that you get trying not to get punched in the face or trying not to get choked out. It's a great time. I highly recommend it for anyone that is kind of an adrenaline junkie like myself. In terms of getting in contact with me, I would prefer you guys try to use email over D2L. Several of you have already emailed me, and you see that I get back to you really quick. It tends to be that within a couple of hours, I'll say within 12 to 24 hours, I'll get back to you if you email me. My office is listed here as well, and then my office phone number is listed here as well. While it's weird times with COVID, and we're supposed to be limiting face-to-face contact and face-to-face office hours, I still want you guys to know that my door is always open for you. If you ever need anything, please, you can shoot me an email first. You can drop in. I'm here from pretty much 8 to 5 at least every single day, if not 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. every single day. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys. I'm literally here to move you to the next level and really just support you guys in your education, but as well as in your journey through life. All right, so kind of done with the sappy stuff. Let's move forward some and talk about the syllabus. Cool. So your syllabus, I'm not going to insult your intelligence. You've been through a syllabus 100 times before. They're super important. They tell you all the information you need to know about the class. Here's the class, right? Time, class location, supplemental syllabus. Make sure you go to it. It's got information on COVID era stuff, more information on mask requirements, how we're going to handle that, social distancing, that type of stuff. Here's my general contact information. If you need me for anything, please reach out. You know I'm always here. I've already told you that. Here's my office. Email is probably the best way to get in contact with me. If you try to pop by the office and I'm not here, it'll definitely be the fastest. I don't even know how to work my phone, so email is probably best. This is going to be the textbook that we are using this semester in this class specifically. I'm sorry that it's a little bit confusing because it lists a different textbook on the library's website or on Banner or whatever, or on the bookstore. It's been brought to my attention. I'm in the process of having this new textbook adopted for my sections of exercise physiology. It's been a little bit slow because I'm new here, but This is the textbook that we're going to be using. You don't need Connect. A couple of you have asked if you need Connect. We won't be using it. If you want to get it, it's for your own good. Feel free to. I won't be teaching from it, so it's completely up to you. You can save the money, use it for whatever else. Use it for a nice dinner. Student learning outcomes. This will list. You guys will see these again because you'll see them in the pre-course assessment and the post-course assessment. The questions will be tailored towards this. It's just making sure that each one of the Ex-Phys classes stays within a certain standard. Really, I'd say the most important section of the syllabus this semester is going to be the methods of instruction. And this course is an H2 format, so that means it's going to have multiple touch points. We'll be up to 25% in class. The way that I've actually set up this class is the majority of the content is going to be delivered online. I want you guys learning online, reading information, reading peer-reviewed articles, watching the videos that I'm putting on and putting out on D2L, reading through the PowerPoints, reading the textbook. Really, I want it to be I want to use the term self-driven, self-paced, but it's really not going to be that way. I want you guys to drive your content knowledge as much as you possibly can through digital means, and then whenever we come into class, I want those in-class sessions to be a good chance for us to really sit down and discuss the material and ask questions about the material and really get our hands on the material, if you will. Wrap our heads around it and feel confident going into exams that we know what's going on with the material. So that's kind of the way that the course is set up. Online, on your own learning, in-person, content facilitation, if you will. There's a couple of quizzes, a couple of tests, some assignments and discussion grades. Everything adds up to 1,000 points. So basically whatever your point score is, divided by 100, and that's your end grade, right? So if you get 1,000 points, it's 100. 900, it's a 90. Hopefully no one gets a 500. That's 50, which is not good. But at least you knew half the material, right? Let's see what else is on here. I'd say the other really important aspect of this syllabus is going to be the course outline. You can see that I've set it up so that you have modules, topic, assignment activity, and then due dates. Inside of D2L, each module week, every single week, there's going to be a module objective document, and that will list what the content is about, what the topic is, what are the key learning outcomes, what are the key principles, and then what are the assignments and assessments that are due that week, and what are the reading assignments, and what are the video assignments that are due that week. It should be somewhat self-explanatory. When you get into D2L, you'll see this document, and it should point you to everything. All the quizzes are linked up in there. The discussions are linked up in there. That should be, and you can see, sorry, I'm jumping all around, but here's the video selfie assignment that we talked about in the mandatory attendance section of this video. The other big thing is you can see here I have specifically listed the days and the days specifically and the weeks specifically that we will be meeting in class or that we're going to aim to meet in class. So unless it says in-class meeting, we're not going to be trying to meet in class that week. So the whole first 2 weeks is going to be content driven online by you guys. That third week, Module 2, August 31st to September 6th, that's when we're going to first get into class. The week before, I'll divide you up into equal groups of about 10 or 11 per group. That way we can maintain social distancing when we're in class, and we can really take that chance to get good small group discussions on the topics at hand. You can see that we don't meet super often. Module 2, Module 4, not again until Module 8, and then right before we go on fall break. You'll see that each one of these kind of lines up with the week before an exam, so that we're able to ask questions and really interact with the material a lot more before we get to the exam. Right, so mandatory attendance, you have a quiz, and then you would normally have like the mandatory attendance discussion where you have to go in and just put some random stuff down, talking about yourself. You still have the quiz, something that I want to try to do that's a little bit different. Since we're not meeting in person for the first several weeks, I mean, really the first 3 or so weeks, I want to do something a little bit different, and we're going to do an attendance video selfie. As lame as it is, it will really help me get to know you guys better, but it will also help you get to know your classmates a little bit better, get to know where they're coming from, see why they're interested in the field, and really kind of be able to support your colleagues as you move forward. Because truthfully, you guys are going to be colleagues here in a couple of short months, really a couple of years or less. All the information for how to do the video selfie is online. There's a assignment document that lists how to do it. Everything from creating a YouTube page or creating a YouTube video to how to share it. Just get it done. I'm not looking for something that's expert video quality, as you can tell. I'm not a producer, so just get it done. I apologize for having to ask in advance, but get it done. So really, I would say that my big approach to education and as an educator is really focused on this concept of student-centered learning. I want to really facilitate and help you guys learn at the level and at the depth and at the breadth that you want to learn. I want to be here, and my goal is to be here as a supporting role. My goal is to be here to kind of propel you guys forward, to help you hit your next level, whatever that goal is. And with that, I mean, I want to be in your corner. I want you guys to feel like you can always come to me. You can always ask me questions, whether it's about life, whether it's about school, whether it's about physiology, it's about career questions. Please feel like you can always come to me. With that being said, I'm still going to push you. I'm really going to try to make sure that you are being the best you that you possibly can. You'll see that I really like to joke around. I'm a sarcastic guy. I like to kind of poke fun at people, and I've got pretty thick skin, so I can handle people taking shots at me and making jokes with me. And I think that banter is actually a positive thing most times. So you'll kind of get to know that about me, and you'll get to see that when you're interacting with me in the office or around the labs. But at the end of the day, when it comes time to really get our hands dirty and bloodied, it's time to go to work. And I'm a big believer that there's a kind of couple of different gears that you have to hit, where it's fun and games until the work's got to get done, and then you got to get the work done. So yeah, I'd say that's my big approach to education and really to life. So I guess I kind of alluded to it at the very beginning of this video. I want to leave you guys with a little bit of a nugget, a little bit of a piece of knowledge from time in the trenches that I learned during my graduate school career, and that's that really the field of kinesiology is just a spider web. Every single thing that you're going to learn is highly, highly interconnected with the next thing that you're going to learn. When you're learning joint actions, you need to be thinking skeletal muscle physiology, because it's the muscles that are moving the joints through. And whenever you start picking up that web, whenever you start seeing these tangential lines that are actually connecting to each other, that's when you're really going to get a grasp of the field. And that's when you're going to feel that you are getting stumped on a question, on a test, or on an exam, or on a certification. And then you can kind of zoom out to 30,000 feet, and you can look back down and you can say, oh, I know that this is this, and I know that this is connected to this. So logic has it that this would equal this, if that makes sense. I know I just used the most generic terms you possibly could with thises and that's. But really, just throughout the course of the semester and throughout the duration of the year and in all your classes, try to see how each class and each piece of content connects to the other.